is, what are ancestors for you, the way you understand this, the way you work with this?
So for me, ancestors are the ones who came before. So when we're looking at our own biological lineage, that means our biological ancestors, our grandparents, our great-grandparents, the ones who lived and who were able to survive and pass life down to us. And so we can look at it on the micro in terms of our own personal biological genealogy, and then we can also expand that further to recognize that actually, if we go far back enough, we all share the same ancestors. And we can even expand that further to include animal life and plant life and knowledge lineages as well. So whatever is informing what is living now, whatever came before that is informing what is living now, one could see as an ancestor. So the way that I work with these ancestral connections with my co-founder Tanya Myberg is we look to the body as the tool of connection and of being in conversation. And so I understand it that we can work both somatically with what we're sensing in the body, because our ancestors are alive within us, within our DNA, within our genetic makeup, and we can actually tap into particular qualities or strengths that are connected to our ancestral lineages. And that we can also work projectively. So I work both somatically, kinesthetically, and also with sensing, dreaming, envisioning, imagining the ancestors with us, so that we can be in conversation in this way. So a kind of a projective image or a somatic experience. And I do that through the lens of movement and of embodiment.
Thank you, Sian. Can you say a little bit more about how is the body connected to ancestors? So in the way you look at ancestors, are they something of the past, something that we're connecting to in the past, or are they a living thing, and how is it that the body is connected with them? Something that is not embodied and we are embodied. Say a little bit more about this, please.
So our ancestors were real people who lived and died, who loved, who made their way through, who survived. And so they're both of the past and they are within us, because through their survival we exist and we hold them in our systems. So it is possible to connect, in my experience, it's possible to connect with our ancestors in the here and now through bringing our attention, bringing our consciousness into our bodies through movement. So as we access and activate breath and movement, so we bring our minds into the presence, and then we're really able to feel into and connect into what is living in us now, which is our ancestral connection, which is our ancestral heritage. And when we meditate in this way, we can start to open up to this awareness, and we can start to recognize the resources, the support, and our interdependence in the here and now.
So you mentioned that we can get access through our body, through dropping deeper and meditating, to something that is in us, but also is of them, which touches a little bit on the next question I was going to ask, which is, why would one want to connect with them? Why would anyone want to do ancestral work, especially in that way, through the body? So yeah, why?
So in my experience, when we open up to recognizing our roots and deepening our sense of belonging to this human community and beyond that, we can really access the life force because we are the descendants of ones who survived, we hold within us incredible strengths and resilience. And there are so many ancestors, and there are so many qualities and strengths and skills and ways of being that we can begin to, or we can continue to foster within ourselves when we open up to this myriad of connections. So we can both further root and deepen our connection with a particular character trait, with a particular strength, with a particular way of being that we are familiar with. And we can also start to open up to new ways of being in the world, ways of relating to ourselves, to one another, and we can open up our creativity through these connections. So it's both the memory of what is, and also remembering and reconfiguring, so we can actually reorientate ourselves and integrate these parts of our system maybe that we were previously not conscious of.
Thank you. This sounds incredible.